What's up everyone, it's your boy NS Racing 97, aka Nathan Stapleton, and welcome everyone to Talladega Super Speedway for the 2023 Autism Awareness 500 at Talladega Super Speedway. This race is the most chaotic and one of the most prestigious events on the channel, probably the second most prestigious behind my dad's Tribute race now, and with all that changing last year and probably staying this year. But that is still many months away. We are here at Talladega, and this thing is going to be absolutely wild. We've seen some flips, we've seen some fails, we've seen cars fly in the air, we've seen a car going into the catch fence before, we've seen it full finish as well. If you think we can't see it here on this race proves everything. This race proves everything wrong. And I'm not alone for this, but I am joined by Crampton up here in the booth.
It's great to be here at Talladega Super Speedway. Like I said, going to be an absolute wild one. Cannot wait to see how this race folds out and to see who is the 2023 edition of the Autism Awareness 500 winner.
Yeah, for sure, and it's going to be very interesting to see what ends up happening here, because we do have a little bit of a range gap. About 55 to 65 shouldn't play into a massive effect. If anything, it might have these drivers calm down a little bit at the start and not have too many cautions early on years past. But who knows, it might not take effect and it might still be wild. What do you think we might see here today?
Well, I think we'll see definitely some double file, maybe 3 wide, and hopefully not 4 wide. These guys gotta take it easy. It's 50 laps, long race, so gonna be interesting for sure. And gotta watch out for that big one. Obviously Talladega, so it's gonna happen. And it's gonna be
And with that being said, let's go ahead and get these cars rolling off and go over the top 10 for the 2023 Autism Awareness 500. On the pole is Keith Kent, making his first start on the channel, and the number 3 of Crampton, the number 48 of Unable, and row number 2. Alongside him is the number 23 of Ryan Dwyer, row number 3 of Simon Oskin, and the number 19 of Benny Moore. And row number 4 is the number 14 of Joe Alonso, and the 15 of Skylar Taylor. And running out the top 10 is Dylan Matthews and Matt Davis. I believe everyone is rolling off here at Talladega, and they are. And here we go, 50 laps on tap, 40 drivers, and of course this track being 2.66 miles, and for a lot of miles here, with this being a 50 lap event. Of course, 50 laps, it's been that way in every version of this event, but we do have 2 new things: the range cap from 55 to 65, and then of course we have the pace laps changed from 2 laps, from 5 laps to 2 laps. That way, if we get some cautions, we can hopefully get some more green flag racing in if we get a lot of yellows. And of course, the 3 drivers made the first start on the channel of Keith Kent, Keith Drake, and Josh McKenna. So, this is a very hard race to predict the winner, but Travis, who is the winner to win this year's Autism Awareness 500?
Well, I'll go with a shocker here. I'm gonna say that I'm gonna think this person's gonna go back to back. I'm gonna pick that number 11 of Nonagon Scott.
Oh, Nonagon Scott, the defending winner of this event, and the number 11 starts deep in the field if he wants to go back in this event. But this is Talladega, and it does not matter really, so it just matters really finish here in this event. And then of course, with this being a one-off event, there's no points. They can just go for broke here in this one. 2018, Nathan Stapleton won it. In 2019, Travis Crampton won it. Lil Clone is in the field in the 37. And then, of course, Nonagon Scott won this event in 2020, who is in the number 11 and is still picked to go back to back. Pace car dives down onto pit road, and it will be one of the first time starters, Keith Kent, and the number 1 leads to the green alongside Crampton. And the 2023 Autism Awareness 500 at Talladega Super Speedway is back, and we have a green flag at Talladega. A terrible stuff for Tampon in the number 3, falling back on the outside lane from the outside pole, stuck on that third lane. Meanwhile, we got a little bit of a twin on inside lane, led by Keith Kent, the poster.
Yeah, it's going to be very confusing between the two Keiths, as both of them are making their first start. So we do apologize. But yeah, Keith in the number 1 is going to go to the high side, as here comes the 12 of Sam Badowski, and he's going to make a move to the inside, and he's going to take the lead as we got a whole train of Fords on that bottom row.
There's like 6 Fords all on this inside lane to 12, 14, 21, 33, 41, and 38 all on this inside lane, as something happened to the 77 of Eric Sean. Oil leak on lap number 2. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, this is a tough break for Eric Sean. Hopefully he will be able to recover. Still very early on in the race. Only lap 3 of 50, so still got time to try to make those laps back.
Yeah, we will have, if need be, there will be some wave allowance. The officials said that they're going to try that here this weekend at Talladega. So we will have some wave allowance if we get a caution.
Boy.
It's not over for Eric Sean, but that was a little bit tight right there, as Alonso is out front, right in front of his teammate and pretty much Shane.
Yeah, we are getting really dicey. We're looking to go almost 4 wide there in the midfield, but the 41 of Priya McShane going to take the race lead and going to lead that lap. Now here comes some drivers like the 99 of Angel Olvera and the 9 of Bronson Minnick. We got the 999 pretty much, and then after that we got the 96 of Mitchell Collins as well, and then in that Gaunt Brothers racing machine.
Lots of 90, lots of 9s up here at Talladega, and we have to wait and see if anyone can get up front and end up having some of the higher lanes in like the 60s and 65. If they can stay up front, and pretty much Shane might be one of those drivers that has some good lanes on the range scale, because she's out front for multiple laps here at Talladega, as that was close for second.
I don't think they went 4 wide, but yeah, that was really close.
Yeah, that's a nice 6 to the inside. That is Mitchell Collins in the Gaunt Brothers number 96 Toyota, and right now these guys taking it nice and calm here on that number 5 already, double file towards the front.
Yep, and now here comes that 16 making a 3 wide move, and Mike Clone is absolutely shoving him.
Little Clone helping out with a fellow Chevy here at Talladega, and always seeing some Fords work together, some Chevys work together, but Toyota Force is outnumbered. Oh my goodness, the Clone.
4 wide, 4
wide on that number 5.
Oh boy, this is not going to be well. This is going to be half the field.
Oh boy.
Oh, we're leaning. Oh, 2 rows deep.
2 rows deep with 2 rear cars, the 51 and 52. This could be sketchy. We've seen some bad crashes here at Talladega. They're going to get out 4 wide for 1 row, and they're going to get out for both rows.
How did they do that? I will never know, but absolute masterclass of driving from these drivers here. And that is, we're going to have to deal with that all race.
That was just the tip of the iceberg of what we will see here in this race. The 4 wides does not work here at Talladega, and, well, once again, that's pretty much Shane is dominating early on. 4 wide once again.
Oh, that is not looking good. 38 stuck up there, looking for a hole to get in. Looks like the 9's going to let that 38 in. Smart move right there. And back up front. Still Priya McShane, though, but here comes the 00.
A battle of ladies up front. Ali Vieira trying to take the top spot from Priya McShane. McShane might be one of the first cars that has a fast machine out front, and that might be because of the slight range gap. McShane led for, I believe, 3 or 4 laps out front, and now let the cycle begin. Vieira out front. Owen Miles in the number 5. The 51 of John Anderson. The 52, his teammate Epstein Collin behind him. Now the shuffle begins after 4 wide in the back, make contact. They're going to keep it together. That was very close between, I believe, the 6, the 10, and the 37. That's the 4 wide behind him with Phil Matthews.
We're not done. We are done.
Boy, oh boy. We might have a range gap, but they are not settling things down whatsoever in this one, as they have nearly crashed multiple times, as here comes Stephen Collin going for the race lead.
Yep, Stephen Cologne going for the race lead, followed by that number 33 of Trevor Williams Jr. I almost said the other junior in the field. And Trevor Williams, he's having a pretty good race so far. He's now making his move, or going to maybe make his move on his fellow Ford. And then you got the 8 and 3rd. That is Dale Johnson, the 2nd. And he's going to absolutely block the 34. Holy moly. And here comes a fellow Chevy going to try to help him. That's the 7 of Reese Michaels.
Reese Michaels, development driver 2. Dale Hamill, and Dale Hamill, very known, well known to have good luck driving and as the owner in the community, as his drive is going to chop up the 2 of Elijah Gordon. Really aggressive stuff and fantastic stuff.
4 wide for a second, but I don't think we are 4 wide, thankfully.
Nope. And now here comes Elijah Gordon to the inside, as Stephen Collin might be another one of those drivers, a lot like pretty much Shane, that might have a good car up front. These Fords are looking strong early on.
And speaking of Fords, holy train of Fords on that inside road. The 52, the 2, the 4, the 22, the 6, the 38, the 53, and the 12, the 17, the 10, the 21. That inside row is like half the field is Ford.
All but the 43 and the 42 are all Fords on this inside lane. Ford, they might have found something, so they are moving. The 2 have gone out front, and here comes the guy that I would really love to see him have some kind of luck on my channel. It is Zachary Fitzwater, the god of NR 2003, one of the best to ever do it for offline, but he has had some terrible luck on my channel. Trying to change that here today in Autism Awareness 500. Gonna get stuck up top as here comes Bradley Ream. Gonna take 2nd place, and now we got Team Penske 1-2 of Gordon and Ream.
Yep, and if that is a very dangerous combo. Team Penske, one of the better teams when it comes to this type of racing, and we are almost 4 wide. We settle back down, and Team Penske gonna try to control the lanes here. We'll see how well that works out for them.
On lap number 12 of 50, no yellows. Yeah, we probably should have a couple of cautions the way that these guys have been racing.
4 wide.
Oh boy.
Not quite. 33 tried to stick his nose there, and luckily, for the sake of the pack, that did not happen.
Oh, Team Penske.
Penske, what are you doing?
Oh boy. Sam Oskin, about what?
What a run.
What a run from the 12. He about put the 43 into the 22 and let his own teammate, as here comes the 17 of Noah Clifton, 4 wide.
4
in the
wide.
Middle of the field.
Nope.
No,
they settle it back down.
Wow. Fantastic stuff so far.
Man, it seems like each lap that passes by, we're only lap 13 of 50, but it seems like still every lap that passes by, these guys are getting more and more and more antsy as every lap ticks by, and we're now pretty much almost the whole field is 3 wide.
It's so at one point over, I think about half of the field was still a foul early on, but now that has changed. 3 wide for the most of the field. These guys do not care at this point. They made it this far, and they are just going absolutely crazy at this point. The 21, yeah, that was very close with Pullman, and the 78 of Vincent left. But Vincent left gonna get forced up top, and here comes Hartman leading this inside lane.
And I think we might have found another Ford that might have a good car. Clifton is once again, or not really once again, but Clifton is one of the few drivers today to lead multiple laps in a row. But that 99 of Angel Rivera has a massive push from 2 Hendrick cars, but Clifton's gonna once again try to block that line and take away their momentum, so he can get pushed out even more out front, and the cycle will probably continue with the 40. Nope, I take that back as Angel Rivera moves to the inside as of Noah Clifton to try to take the lead here before the start-finish line.
Yeah, so far pretty much Shane, Stephen Cologne, and Noah Clifton have been the 3 drivers that have led multiple laps, I believe, here, and all 3 are Fords. So Ford, they might have found something here, but Angel Rivera out front for 1 minute in 2nd, and well, here comes a line of Chevys now. The 999, 147, 48 gonna split through the middle for the 47
Holy.
to 16 as well.
And that 99, what the 99 did that last lap when he moved to the inside just before the tri-oval and barely, that is what you want to do on the last lap. That was a textbook maneuver if that was on the last lap, but it was only on lap 18 or lap 17, and that is not going to work out for him because he's now stuck up on that third lane all by himself, and he's going to drop back like a rock.
Yeah, only on lap 16 here in this one, and that's what you want to do. Maybe these guys want to practice a last lap pass in the tri-oval, and that's what Ovea did, and now dropping like a walk, and oh my goodness, we're both Jr. going for the race lead, and right behind him is another junior. We got 3 juniors in the field, 2 Keiths in the field. It's all over the place, but here comes Dylan Matthews being pushed by Ali Leah. We saw her up front earlier on, and now making her way back up the front. Oh my goodness, we're going to go 4 wide for second.
Oh, this is not good. I do apologize, by the way, for saying the wrong lap time. I can barely see the screen right now. It's just very blurry, and but I will get through it.
Boy, you might be able to get through it, but I don't know if these drives are going to get through this 4 wide and multiple walls.
We're leaning. I don't know if we're going to make it back down the backstretch. I think something's going to go wrong here.
Boy, passport shots might be in shambles. Oh boy.
But you gotta watch out. You gotta watch out for off of turn 4. Turn 4 and
oh, there we go.
Oh, it's the big one.
I can't see anything.
That's the big one.
It's the big one. Well, we lasted 17 laps, but the big one strikes.
Ooh, big hit between 2 RCR cars.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the 3 and the 8 took a big hit right there, and that's going to be day over for Dale Johnson the second. Well, we survived 17 laps there, Travis, but it finally broke. The dam finally broke on that number 18. Clown Jr. won the race back to the line. Ali Leah in second, Ryan Dwyer in third, and North Pick, Nonagon Scott in fourth. Now, this is going to get very interesting because now I would imagine that some of these drivers will be lap down cars will be really, really slow, and then it will be a whole different second half of this race. Very unfortunate right there, but hey, we made it 17 laps. That's a lot better than what I thought it was going to be, and pace car is going to catch up to the field. And I don't believe these guys should come down pit road here. Pit road is open, but I think only cars that will come down is if these guys have damage. And Medic has some damage in that number 9. I think a lot of cars got a piece of it. The 48 got off the ground. The 4 Fitzy unfortunately has damage. He's staying out there, and then look at all these cars going down pit road. A terrible crash for LCR. As I think both of their cars are going to be done for the day. The 3 and the 8. And Sam Skimp, Mitchell Collins, Keith Kent got a piece of it in his first start. Quite unfortunate, the 33 of Trevor Williams Jr. as well. But with that being said, let's see if what happened to bring up the first caution of the day in the 2023 Autism Awareness 500 at Talladega Super Speedway. Here we go, 4 wide off of turn number 4, never fails. And unfortunately, Mitchell Collins got into the 19 of Benny Moore, and then the the 12 got involved in a pinch from Aaron Abel and caught some air. Collins, Ovea. Looks like the 53 of Keith Drake right there. Keith Kent gets a piece of it. Actually, no, he makes it. Pretty much Shane with a piece of it. And then back behind him, they just stack up. Trevor Williams Jr., Tway Smith, Josh Williamson. The 3 with a massive hit. Loses control into the outside wall. And then, we're going to see right here, bad crash for RCR. As going down the racetrack, Dale Johnson the second twice to avoid his teammate. Realizes that he's not going to go down far enough, and then hits him T-bone on the front end, and unfortunately that was able to knock the engine out of that thing, and it's going to end his day early. And not as big as I thought, but it was definitely a big crash, and unfortunately a handful of cars are going to end their day early here at Talladega.
4 wide off of turn 4 never works. Bass Pro cars turn each other, back up the racetrack, nowhere to go. 40 rides the wall for a second, and then as everyone, it's Calamity Tri-Oval. Everyone piles in, everyone stacks in. Massive hits for everyone. 3 car comes back down the track. Great avoidance from the 48. The 8 car, nowhere to go, hits his own teammate, and that knocks out RCR as Childress is in shambles.
Yeah, Bass Pro Shop's out in shambles. 19 and 9 assistant RCR is also in shambles with 3 and the 8. The 99, I think, got teleported. Same with, no, yeah, just the 99 separate for Angel Rivera. Unfortunate that had to happen, but I don't think it's going to be as many cars out as I expected. I thought it was going to be most of the field, but I think only maybe just slightly half of the field, so I think we still have a lot of cars left, but it's going to be an interesting second half here in this one, and let's go ahead and get back racing. But I think about 30 laps to go in the 2023 Autism Awareness 500. Welcome back to Talladega Super Speedway. We will go back going on lap number 20 of 50. So we have 31 laps to go still here in the 2023 Autism Awareness 500. Yeah, Sean was a lap down, but he got a wave around, so he's going to be back on the lead lap. Have to see what he can do here. And then surprisingly, only 2 cars are out from that crash. And then it's both RCR cars of Dale Johnson II and Tanner Pullen. Tough way for RCR, being the only 2 cars out from that crash. Meanwhile, it would be with both the Clown Jr., Ali Lear, Ryan Dwyer, Nonagon Scott, Dylan Matthews, the top 5, Chris Reynolds, Lance Smith Jr., the 78 of Jim Vincent left, the 19 is still going to be up front with Benny Moore, and then running out of the top 10 is Hale Joe Alonso, and the number 14. 19 down, still got 31 to go in the 2023 Autism Awareness 5 on the back green at Talladega. A good jump from the number 47 from both the Cloud Jr. Now this could get interesting because it's going to be, I would imagine, a lot calmer of a restart with it being a single file restart, and we might see a lot more single file and double file before we eventually see 3 wide with the field catching back up with each other.
And I'm very surprised there's only 2 cars out from that wreck, because that was massive. But that means there's probably a lot of damaged cars that may or may not be off the pace, so gonna have to watch out for that, as that could pose a possibility for some late race shenanigans.
Oh yeah, that can easily cause some late race drama. We've seen that before in this event where lap traffic causes some drama and causes the finish of the race to be chaos, and that we are still 30 laps away, and who knows, we could crash again, or a lap car could cause some carnage as well. As I am impressed by the 19 of Benny Moore. I thought he got more damage than what he really got, but I don't think he did. So he's still up here. Full damage, not coming out too much if you can fix it. As for both the quadrillineas here at Talladega, Matthews in second, Lance Smith Jr. in third. As here comes Alonso in number 14, moving his way up here. And we definitely, it didn't take out a lot of cars, but I think we definitely have a lot of cars that got damage. Because we got 21 in the lead pack, and then 22nd on back of 20 to get into the pack with the 15, 42, and some others. So I have to see if they can get back into the front. Speaking of the front, Dylan Matthews is going to take the race of the UA from Roberto Crown Jr.
And Dylan Matthews getting some help from that 14. Well, as I say that 14 might make it. Never mind, I thought he was going to make it 3 wide for the lead, but thinks better of it. Now that 19 is starting to fall back, but here comes that 34. Going to try to help the 14. Is he going to make it? Nope. He's going to stay behind that number 20.
That's the guy that we've not said his name yet. Always long, Cole Raymond. in the number 38, or not 38, in the number 34. Front row is known to be good at these super speedways, and both of them are up front. The 34 of Cole Raymond and the 38 of Logan Williams. Logan Williams. I apologize. Also up front, and the story continues. The Ford has been the dominant manufacturer, and we got a lot of them up front once again. As here comes the 34 going for the race lead. Have to wait and see here on how much these lap cars really take into effect. Angel Rivera is finally, I think he finally came off pit road, or he just has that much damage. He looks to be really off the pace. The 9 Mitchell Collins is down pit road with a tire issue, so that's going to be his day over. Fitzy is off the pace in the number 4. And then we got a little bit of a 4 car Pat. That's the 77. Oh my goodness. The 77 of Strong got his lap back. He didn't catch up with the field in time, but you can tell the damage of the slight damage of the 18 versus the clean cut of the 77 is massive. And that's going to be playing into factor all race long for the rest of this one here at Talladega. We got I believe we got 23 cars left in the lead, Pat.
Yeah, and that's a significant reduce from 42. I think there was 42 cars in the field. Oh, that was close. I thought about... Oh my gosh. I thought about 4 wide. I think almost every Rick Ware car is still up here too, besides the 53. So a lot of underdogs are all actually 3 out of the 4 Rick Ware cars. I forgot about the 15. I didn't even realize 15 is up here.
We're halfway through this thing here at Talladega, and we saw the 42 are out, so we still have 38 cars on the racetrack. 37 are on the lead lap, and of course Mitch Collins with a tire issue. As oh no, we have 4 wide here in this lead, Pat. Oh, Miles and Sim Cologne.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
How are we doing this? Don't. Good lord. That was as close as you can get without wrecking half the field.
We only have 23 cars in the lead, Pat, but that's still plenty enough to go forward and crash. And I don't know how they kept it straight. But meanwhile, Juan Duane is back up front, and speaking of back up front, right to the 19 of Benny Moore come from. He had maybe a slight amount of damage from that first caution, and he's up here. Trey Smith as well. Will Clone is up here. Reese Michaels on the number 7. And now some guys that we didn't really mention, like Trey Smith, Reese Michaels, and some others, they made it through that wreck, and they are starting to make some noise here past halfway in this race.
Yeah, I haven't really talked about much. I see a lap car. We haven't really talked about much about that 47 of Roberto Crown Jr. Haven't really talked much about the 51 of John Andrews. So there's a lot of guys up here that have a good chance now with that, and now, as I say that, the middle and the top absolutely just disappeared. And this is gonna get sketchy. Hello,
Angel Rivera. Boy.
Some people are gonna get hurt.
Oh no!
Okay.
The 99, the 15, and the 19.
And that's Benny Moore's second wreck of the day. And the 34.
Oh no, the Cole Raymond. He has a fuel system issue. That's
no, not even related.
I mean, we're going so fast that problems can happen with the engine, and that happened right there for the 34 fuel system. And well, lap traffic was going to be a factor, and it caused the second crash of the day. I think on the bright side, that's going to take out O'Vera most likely. And it is. He's smoking like crazy, so that's going to end O'Vera's day. Top way for the 15 of Skylar Taylor, nowhere to go, and the 19 of Benny Moore did have a shot, but I don't think he's going to have a shot anymore. Top way for the number 19. Well, That's not what you want to see. And it was, and winning the race back to the line was Ryan Durrani in the number 23.
That was a wicked wreck too. That was a massive head-on collision with the outside wall for both of those drivers.
Yeah, massive hit for the 19, massive hit for the 15, and the massive hit for the 99. Let's go ahead and see what happened to bring out the second caution of the day in the Autism Awareness 500 here at Talladega. Well, we knew lap calls were going to play into factor, and this is what we were afraid of. The 99 of Angel Rivera came down twice blocking the field, and then nowhere to go for Skylar Taylor or the 19 of Benny Moore. Huge hit for the 99 and the 15. A great avoidance from Ali Riera in the number 00. I'm just going to point that out. But luckily only a 3-car incident, but don't know why Rivera would try blocking the field. I know he was severely off the pace, and the field was right there in NR2003, but that was a bad place to be, and unfortunately going to end the 15th day, and it's not going to end the 19th day, but I think that's going to ruin his chances at winning this thing. So a tough way for Benny Moore, Skylar Taylor, and Angel Oliveira.
Well, down the backstretch, these guys started splitting Angel Oliveira through the middle, and Oliveira, he's going to try to come down and get the draft, and he's going to hit the 14 up the racetrack into the 15 and 19, and that takes out Skylar Taylor, Angel Oliveira, and the 19 Benny Moore. Probably not going to be out, but probably not have a chance at winning this race anymore.
Yeah, the 15 and 9 are for sure killed. And the 19 is still going to be out there, but probably going to not be in the lead pack anymore. Luckily, that only took out 2 cars in the lead pack, so we still should have 20, 21 cars in the lead pack. And who knows, maybe some cars that were out of the lead draft during that first one, like maybe the 9 and 21, maybe they can get back into the lead pack. But it will be the number 23 of Ryan Durrani leans back to the green flag. Let's get back racing here at Talladega. Welcome back to Talladega Super Speedway for the 2023 Autism Awareness 500. It's been a race and a half here so far, and we're only 30 laps down. Still 20 laps left at the line. And unfortunately, the 15 and 99 are out. The 19 of Benny Moore is on pit road. And actually, no, he's not. He just came off the pit road. So they fixed the sandwich. He's not a lap down, but he's going to be at the tail end of the field, along with Cole Wayman, who that was a perfectly timed caution, who had that fuel system issue. He got that fixed. He's still on the lead lap, but he's behind those damaged cars, and for both the 34 and the 19, they have to make quick work of those slow cars, and then hope for another caution to have a shot. But it will be Ryan Durrani leading us back to the green flag. Dylan Matthews in second, Reese Michaels in third, Nonagon Scott in fourth, Roberto Quentin in fifth, Trey Smith, Bradley Weem, Travis Crampton, the clone, Keith Kent back up front to post to remain his first start, and Logan Williams rounds out the top 10. Still a lot of cars out here on the racetrack with 20 laps to go. Who knows on who will win this one here at Talladega, as 2 Toyotas will lead us to the green, and actually 3 Toyotas inside the top 4. Ryan Durrani gonna lead us to the green through the restart zone and through the tri-oval. And one a little bit lower, and back green with 20 laps to go at Talladega.
Big 20 going to get shoved up high. Reese Michaels going to take advantage of that. And here comes Nonagon Scott in the 11, as well as the 42 of Trey Smith trying to get by Roberto Crown Jr. in the 47.
And Nonagon Scott, of course, won this race back in 2020. And he is your pick. You picked him to win. Not really seen much of him up to this point, but with 20 laps to go, now finally makes his way up to the front. Here comes Chip Ganassi. We might have a Chip Ganassi strategy here with the 1 and a 42. And now things are about to go out the window here, as the 11 is pushing the 23. And the 1's going to shove out the 42 out to dry. top 3 single file. Never mind, here comes the 11 of Nonagon Scott. Gonna go for the race lead. Here at Talladega. Logan Williams right behind him in the 38. And here comes Vincent left as well in the 78. Where did he come from? We didn't really see much of the 78 up to this point, but now up front late at Talladega.
Yep, and he definitely still has a shot to win, and so does most of it. Just looks like some stragglers just trying to barely hang on. But Logan Williams in the 38, he's going to lead that lap, and now here comes the 16 of Landon Smith Jr. Haven't really seen him much all race, and now here comes the 52, and Rick Ware at 52 and 51 coming up here as well.
Might have to watch out for Stephen Collins, because he was one of the 3-4s early on that I felt like, and you felt like that was really strong, but his teammate's not going to let that happen though. Sean Anders, who we've not mentioned his name at all in this race, up to the front, and he's going to go straight for second place, and going to try to challenge for the race lead here.
And it is getting very dicey right there, almost 4 wide, but luckily we're
as I think Michael Convey just died in a booth. Hallie Leal.
We're good.
Hallie Leal is going to take third away. Matt Davis and the number 10 of Chris Reynolds out front out of nowhere. The 17 as well, and so many 4s. The 21, and you know, that was a perfect caution, because now Minnick is up here, and now that was the caution that Eric Shaw needed. He had some kind of issue on that too, and now he's far his way, and he's up front as well. The 21, the Department 20 to hang on. Same Foreman in the 24, but then everyone else, the 34 wants another caution because he would have another shot. Meanwhile, I think the 19 is off the pace. Yeah, the 19 is off the pace now, so that's unfortunate.
And Fitzy.
And Fitzy as well. So Fitzy and the 19 will be the first 2 lap cars that we will catch up to. That's caution at Minnick and at Shawn needed, and now Hartman, Orman, and the 34 want a caution as we are getting dicey up front as Liam is being shoved by Miles in the number 5.
And that might take Bradley Ream in the 22 to the lead if he can make a move off of turn 4 on the number 00 of Alley. And it's going to be interesting to see. Nope, the 5's going to make a move.
Yep. Miles going to take second place, and here comes both the Clown Jr. and the number 47. 3 Chevys in a row, the 00, the 5, and the 47, and the 10. We've not mentioned Chris Reynolds all day, and now he's up on it. Eric Shawn, what a underdog performance. That's still a block for number 11. Right there, that was an aggressive block. But what a comeback from Eric Shawn from going a lap down, getting the way around, getting the cautions, but he could get past the slow cars, and then getting another caution to get back into the lead pack. And we've not seen of what pace does 77 have. He might have one of the fastest cars here if he can get out front.
Yeah, you have a great point. Not seen the 77 all race due to that lap 2 problem that Spire Motorsports machine had. And now here comes Owen Miles. He's going to try to block the 20, but he's not going to get down in time. The 20 is going to force Owen Miles up the racetrack. Dylan Matthews not taking no for an answer. He's going to the front.
You cannot wait around at this point in time. Both the Clown Jr. out front as, oh my goodness, that was close for Sean. Here comes Lance Smith Jr. and Keith Kent, the poster, back up front line drawing as well. And where is Fitzy? These guys are in 1 and 2. We are off the 4, so still about half a track away. We will probably catch up to him before this race is over if we do not have a caution. Very close right there. Luckily, the clone backed out of it. If not, that would have been a 4-wide melee right there. And now Lance Smith Jr. is out front.
It is a 4-wide melee.
Oh no, Owen Miles.
Oh boy. Bradley Ream, watch out. Off the corner. It's going to get tight.
We might only have about 20-ish cars in this lead pack, but we can easily crash. We still have 23. Oh boy, we lost 2, we gained 2, but this could be sketchy.
This is not going to be good.
Oh,
I think we're going to...
I think it's going to be good.
We are.
Oh, that's the bright side of having a lesser pack than what we do right now. 23 cars is a little bit easier to get out those 4-wide scenarios, but eventually they're not going to be so easy and be so nice with each other here at Talladega. As Vincent left out front, Gordon in second, Andrews in third.
And Andrew's going to make that move for that second spot. And maybe the 6 might get snaked out here by the 42. Or the 6 is going to... I thought the 6 was going to snake out the 51. But everyone all stays in line nice and orderly on the bottom. Everyone stays nice and orderly on the middle.
Oh!
And someone's blown up, and that's
my
the 19.
goodness.
And he's had a rough day. Poor Benny Moore. He just wants to get out of Talladega as fast as he possibly can.
Some days it's not a day, and for Ben Williams went from bad to worse to absolutely terrible. Involved in 2 crashes, and now his engine just had enough here at Talladega to play for the 19.
But you know what that means? That means Fitzy's going to be even slower than what he already was, because he was in that 19's draft.
Oh yeah, Fitzy was working with the 19, and now Fitzy is only going 190 when these guys are going 215, 220. Matt Davis is going to go to the lead here, and at the line, it will be 10 laps to go in the 2023 Autism Awareness 500, and this thing is far from over. We might have a big pack of 23 cars, but we still have some lap traffic to deal with of Fitzy and some others. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, we're good, we're good.
Nonagon Scott going to the lead.
My pick.
Trying to go 2 in a row in this event. Of course, 3 years since this event last ran, but trying to go 2 in a row nevertheless. As
Oh no.
We saw this one time. It didn't work with Overa. Did these guys learn their lesson? They're gonna catch up.
We might catch up in the mid corner. And yes, we do. The 52 is going to go up and block, but the inside lane's going to get held up, and the top 2 are going to be gone. But with 9 laps to go, can these drivers reel him in? Oh, this is going to get very sketch.
Yeah, Fitzy is in the middle of this pack. I hope that these guys can settle it back down and just worry about getting Fitzy out of the way. Meanwhile, they're about to catch up with the 18 of Josh McKenna. Unfortunately, I don't see that much damage on the 18. So it might be more or less engine damage. So that's unfortunate for him. As Fitzy's really going to shorten up this lead pack with 8 laps to go. This is what these guys wanted to see. Have him on his outside lane and just be able to get down to his inside as possible. To play for the 23 and the 9 and some others. As they should be able to get back up to the front. As the 52 is going to get stuck behind the 18, Joe Gibbs strat. Now Nonagon Scott has a massive lead with 8 laps to go.
A little bit of team strategy, I see. Josh McKenna holds up the 52, allows Nonagon Scott to go on by, and well then there you go.
Holy smokes.
Draft is real.
The second pack, the lead pack got held up, and here comes the second pack, Newman on by, and with it being a 2-lap caution period, if we get a caution with under 5 laps to go, we will still go back green. The point of no return is 3 laps to go. So it's a little bit more extra time for these guys to realize, hey, we still got some time for a restart. But once we get 3 laps to go, the first caution, it will end it. Either the white, and then the checker, or the yellow flag will end it. Matt saves out front, and this thing is far from over here.
Tough break for Ray and Durrani. I think he got the worst out of the entire thing. I think he was all by himself, lost the draft completely.
He did. That's unfortunate. But Strong always long, and everyone's snaking down the back switch. And Matt Davis out front. These fools have been Strong always long. Matt Davis, he won recently at Martinsville in the Power Truck Series, trying to get 2 wins in the last 3 races here on the channel. And we have another lap car of Sam Oskin to deal with.
And we are just stacking them up and lining them down for the lap cars. And we're more spaced out than what we were earlier, though. So hopefully we can get around Sam Oskin a little bit more easier than what we did with the 18 of McKenna and of Fitzwater.
Hopefully. So these guys might have to try to split the number 12 here. This is the same area of the second caution.
Nope, not quite. And the inside lane is going to get held up again. 42 does the smart move and goes into the middle lane. Well, I don't know. That might not be as smart as I thought.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, he's going to block.
blocked the 51 right there. Now, Davis, Scott, Reese Michaels, the top 3, and the number 10 as well, with 5 laps to go at Talladega. Boy, oh boy, I think we are done with lap cars. Yeah, they're in the trial, but we are in turn 1 and 2, so we should be done with lap traffic from here on out. 5 laps to go, no lap traffic in the way, and Scott going for the race lead. But what will Michaels do, and what will Chris Reynolds do?
You know, if you're like back there where Clifton is, or maybe in Roberta Crown, you want to be patient. You want to let everyone take their turn, get in the lead, because I feel like if you're back there, you have a good chance that you might have a shot to win this race. If you're someone like Nonagon Scott or Reese Michaels or even Ali Liera, you might be making your move too early.
Yeah, even with the little bit of a range gap and racing it, some cars can stay out front for 2 or 3 laps at a time. We only have 4 laps to go. If you have a good enough car, you can stay out front for the rest of this thing. But at this point, it's game on. 4 laps to go at Talladega. Nonagon Scott, we've not really seen him up on all race long, and he's trying to get his second win in a row in this event. Liera in second, Clifton in third. Gordon out of nowhere. Owen Miles, Matt Stapleton back in the inside lane. Keith Kent, the 38, the 42. Eric Sean still has a shot in this thing. 3 laps to go, point of no return. Race is official. Whether this will be a caution to end it, or we stay green.
Ali tried looking to the inside right there, but got absolutely blocked by Nonagon Scott in the 11, but she's going to make her move here, and the 2 is going to follow her, and followed by the 6, and now we got ourselves a race with just a handful of laps to go.
But do you want to be, I think you want to be towards the back of you guys.
We're almost 4 wide.
Oh my goodness. Jeez, I think you kind of want to be where Sean is. Maybe the 51, maybe the 52, maybe even back here with Bradley Ream in the 22. That's the 4 wide back here.
They're 4 wide. This might end the race.
If these guys are not careful, this could end it with 2 laps to go. They should be able to settle it. Going out front, and they do settle it. Going out from Matt Davis in second. Forwards galore, like it's been always long. Down the backstretch, 1.5 laps to go at Talladega.
You might have put a good point here. If you want to make your move, you want to be right where Eric Sean is, pretty much from Eric Sean to the 52 of Stephen Colon. If you're in that range, you have a very good shot at winning this race. And now here comes Eric Sean. He's going to make his move, whereas we're going to come to the white flag.
We are going to make it clean and green to the end. 20 laps, shootout to the end. Can Eric Sean go from a lap down with a issue on lap number 2, get his lap back, and win this thing? Or will it be Gordon, or will it be one of the Rick Ware cars? And
Rick Ware's gonna ditch each other. Rick Ware ditches each other, and now Eric Sean, can he go from 0 to hero?
So want to make history here. Stephen Collin, he got second at Martinsville recently in the Power Truck Series. Can he get the race win here? All kinds of craziness, and here comes Stephen Collin.
Stephen Colon to the inside.
Oh! Try blocking.
Who's it gonna be?
It's gonna be Eric Sean.
What a finish. That third line about came back.
The 77 and 52, they blocked each other and about got the 51 and the 2. About got at the line. What a finish. Stephen Collin, he won the Richard Hollywood Stapleton Shootout in October. Almost got his second special event in win on the channel in about half a year. And then once again, for the second race out, 3 races on the channel, gonna get second. But how about Eric Sean? From the lap down at one point on lap number 2, has some kind of issue. Getting his lap back with the wave around. Gets through the slow cars. Gets it back on the tail end of the lead pack on the restart. And wins it at Talladega. Holy smokes.
An absolute fantastic race. And a lot of drama late with lap traffic. And everyone switching lanes and deciding and figuring out who is going to get the job done. And overall from 0 to hero, a lap down early in this race. Had a problem on lap 2 and came back to win this race.
That, that's why side of this race being the longest super speedway race on the channel. 50 laps. If you have a problem on lap 2, go lap down. That's plenty of enough time. You still have 48 laps to get back on the lead lap. And Eric Sean gets the job done. Joins Nathan Stapleton, Travis Crampton, and Nonagon Scott as Autism Awareness 500 champions.
You bring up a good point, though. You brought up a great point about 10 laps to go when we saw Eric Sean coming up. We never saw Eric Sean all race. No one knew, no driver, not even us, the commentators, knew what kind of car Eric Sean had. So he was the dark horse. He was the wild card. He was the joker. When he came through, no one knew what kind of car he had. He had a car to absolutely blast through the field and take the dub.
Yeah, and with this range gap, I guess can either have a car that can blast through the field really easily, but not stay up front that easily, or you could have a car that can stay up front for 2, 3, 4 laps at a time. And we saw a mix of both. And Eric Sean, I think that's one of the most craziest things I've ever seen. This race has some of the most chaotic finishes and chaotic events ever. And we just saw another one. From a lap down to winning by 48 1,000ths of a second. Eric Sean wins this. What a race. Oh, Eric Sean gets the job done. Stephen Collins second for the second race out of 3 on the channel. Gordon in third. Reynolds in fourth. Ream in fifth. Andrews in sixth. Lance Mystery in seventh. Great one for Keith Kent in his first start in eighth. Clifton in ninth. And Vincent left in 10th. Miles in 11th. Reese Michaels in 12th. Both Quantry in 13th. Logan Williams in 14th. Dan Matthews in 15th. Matt Davis in 16th. Nonagon Scott in 17th. Ali Vieira in 18th. Troy Smith in 19th. And the Mulclone finishes in 20th. And the bright side is that we didn't really see that many big ones. We saw a lot of cars still in the lead pack late. And we still saw crashes. We still saw stuff happen, but not as many big crashes as what we've normally come to expect in this event. But we still got a crazy finish. That's the second thing that this event is known for. 1, the crashes, and 2, the full finishes. And we got another one here at Talladega. What a race! What's your final thoughts on this one, Travis? What a race!
Yeah, I mean, you pretty much summed it up right there. This race was very interesting. Had a lot of different scenarios play out. Lap cars threw a wrench in the works. We had we had big wrecks. We had some people having really good days, some people having really bad days, and overall, it was just another great Autism Awareness 500.
Yeah, this event back after 3 years. I don't think it would be 3 more years for this event to come back. What a event, and honestly, I might have found something with this range gap, because it's still cycle racing, but it's not impossible to stay up front for a couple laps, and have to see what happens here next year for the 2024 edition. Huge thanks for Travis for joining me up here in the booth, and huge congratulations to Eric Sean on getting the race victory from a lap down to the winner's circle at Talladega. What a race! And coming up next on the channel in 2 days, it will be the Power Truck Series at Texas Motor Speedway. That one's already been recorded. All I'm going to say is that tune in for that one, because it is a really good race. Until then, for Texas, for the Power Truck Series, we will see you guys next time. And huge congratulations to Eric Sean for winning 2023 Autism Awareness 500. Bye!